difference between us is that I can feel pain.
Sounds like a real boogeyman once you Freddy's coming for you.
Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy.
There's someone else in the hotel with us. There's a crazy woman in one of the rooms.
It's got a death curse.
This isn't science. It's more like black magic.
Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper.
All right.
We're here.
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman. All right,
Special.
and you're here at the Headless Horseman Halloween Special here at Pumpkin Hill Radio.
Yeah.
We, well, I don't know. What do we want to say at the top here? It's been a bit of a hiatus. The listeners have not noticed because we've had a constant stream of episodes every Tuesday as per usual. Although you will have noticed that they were from a full year ago or so. So the quality was probably
A little different.
just different. I know last episode, it was my guest host, Mitch. You weren't even on it. It was
nice.
It was me and Mitch talking. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. We'll get him
classic.
back in at some point. But yeah, we're back, baby. It's season 8 now. So we're throwing season 7 out the window with the bathwater.
Yeah. We don't need any of that anymore. It's used.
And the start of that seems like a good reason to start out our Halloween special. This should be releasing on Halloween.
Nice.
If we somehow can't get in here to do another one, well, this will come out like, on Dia de las Muertes, which is, so it might be our Headless Horseman Dia de las Muertes special. I'm not going to force anything. So
Yeah, even better.
So that's what it is. But yeah, listeners, we've missed you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
If you're looking at the video, you're probably like, where are you guys?
Yeah, well, totally. We're in Grandma's basement.
we're in the Crypt Keeper's grandma's basement. Grandma Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
That's just to say that there's been a lot of changes around here, but both in our personal lives
whirlwinds.
I already got signed out here. My notes are in shambles. Nah, there's just been a lot of changes in the personal life that has led to some hiatus type things. But don't worry, we've been researching the whole time. In a way,
rolling.
the veil's so thin, it's coming at me without even trying anymore.
Yeah, I can't even see the veil anymore.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Welcome everybody. It's the Red Temple. Star Mother still shines upon us. You're in a cult.
Yeah.
Well, this is episode 109 as the I don't know.
As the crow flies.
As the crow flies. That's what it is. It's episode 109 as the fastest direction. Which is interesting. We've been doing this for a long time at this point, it seems. This is our third annual Headless Horseman special, which doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah.
But that's what we're calling it. It's a tradition at this point. It's a tradition. It's a Halloween tradition here at Pumpkin Hill Radio. And we're so glad that y'all can be a part of it. And sorry if this banter's a little sloppy up top, but I know y'all enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, we're hanging
This is the first time we've been in the studio together for almost a month now.
Yeah.
Which is the longest we have not been recording since we started.
Yeah, it feels. I was itching.
Yeah, we've been trying for a couple weeks to plan it out, but obviously, you look at the video, it's like this is.
We've both been mad busy.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should just lay out what the fuck's happened, but we'll get to horror this week and see what comes out of my mouth. Yeah. How's everybody fucking been out there though?
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave a space. I'm gonna leave a 5-minute space for y'all to talk now.
What do you think about how you've been? Good.
All right, so and I've been okay too. I've been probably the most insane in my entire life.
Yeah.
In many good and many bad ways. But some things never change.
Yeah.
Pumpkin Hill Radio is coming right back at you like a necro zombie from the Lost Zombie episode. Something I wrote down.
Cool. That's good.
coming at you with sloughing, falling flesh, right off the bone, screams reverberating in our chest. It's one of the only notes I have.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad you wrote that down.
That's like the word sloughing. I try to work that in naturally. Yeah, because we started October off really strong. Started September off really strong. Yeah. Honestly, we started this whole damn podcast off really strong.
Yeah, we were rocking.
And it seems maybe to the listener that we've been fumbling and stumbling. Maybe not. I don't know how it seems when you listen to an episode that's a year old.
It's hard to know how it's being perceived.
Mm-hmm. But
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. I hope that it hasn't been too much of a shock.
I think it's been fine.
The episodes that came out of the vaults during the hiatus were pristine quality, like for
classics.
The sound might be a little different because we had to have better equipment now, but the overall content, I did check back, and I'm like, these were some of my favorite episodes that were either vaulted and never posted or somewhere on the Patreon.
We kept them in the vault because they're good.
Because they're good. as you do with all good things. You keep them far away from
You
anybody.
hide them from everybody.
You just want your 7
Until-
people that pay you to
Until
listen.
disaster strikes and you need it.
And it's good. And it's so
You
good to
go
know.
sell your gold.
And it's so good to know. Right here, I'm going to plug the Patreon. It's if you don't want to wait till another disaster.
Yeah, we got
There's over 50 hours of bonus content in the vault, in the Red Temple vault.
check it out.
On Patreon for as little as $5 a month. You can subscribe on the free tier and get some stuff just for free. But if you want to hear all the weird shit, if you liked what happened the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
if you liked what happened the past 2 weeks, then you should check out the
Check that
Patreon.
every day if you want.
Yeah, for a long time. For if you can listen, you can have a second episode every week for a full year if you subscribe right now, just based on how many hours of content are there.
Big time.
Big time.
A double.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we used to do 2 episodes a week of different shit, but we'll get back to that.
We're getting
Don't-
back to it.
Don't even worry about that, guys.
We're getting back to it.
We will. Maybe we just talk shop for a second up top. Things have been weird.
Yeah, it's just been bizarre.
We tried really hard to put out a ton of content there for a while. It fell off a little bit as our lives turned into just giant mess holes.
As everything around us started to fall apart.
And I think now it's slowly going to rebuild. So thank you for
Yeah.
all, again, for just staying
It's
with
like,
us.
it's like chaos at the end of summer.
The studio that you see on video will probably change again sooner than later. So don't
It's-
get too used to this wood panel.
Change is the only constant.
Yeah, change is the only constant. Except for Pumpkin Hill Radio, which is here forever.
We're
We've been doing this and we're 100,
never waver.
We're 100 years old over here. Just 2 Crypt Keeper ghouls just talking slowly at you.
What? Headless Horseman.
What?
99.
What did you
99th Headless Horseman anniversary.
What? It's a lot of what?
Get that for an hour.
Yeah.
In a nursing home.
Yeah, the listenership will not have changed.
Yeah,
So
you
y'all
have to
all-
be watching since the beginning till the end.
I hope y'all have had a beautiful Halloween week and a beautiful October.
I'll tell you what, coming in today, it felt like Halloween today.
Yeah.
We're recording this not on Halloween, but it felt like Halloween today.
Very close. I'll say it's the 28th. Just peek
Feeling
behind the
good.
curtain. We're already showing all our cards anyway. Yeah, last night I walked to this little like Mexican spot at like 11 p.m. Post rain, so puddles
Yeah,
everywhere. Leaves are on the ground. I'm shuffling through them. You know, the night's just like getting
feels
cold.
like trick or treating.
The moon is this beautiful sickled waxing moon.
Yeah.
It looked like there should be a staff connected and a reaper holding it, as if the world was about to be cold for harvest.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm
Might
glad we
be.
survived the night, but it's still coming. It seems.
Slashing.
Anything horror this week, Doss? I guess I think that's a good enough like little check-in up top. If you
Yeah.
want to know more, you can hit us up.
Yeah.
I will say, I think there's like a list of like stressful things that you can do as a human, and I hit them all in about 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay.
We're out here.
Dawson lost all his hair because of stress.
Yeah. My hair's gone. My hair's different now.
I've gotten like 6 new piercings the past 2 months. I've gotten some new tattoos. I'm just trying to like feel something. So best thing to do is just
Drastic
take
changes.
Yeah, exactly. We got to
You need
mark the change.
the extreme change to make it feel normal.
And if y'all need any, I don't know, like divorce counseling, I can help you through that. Just a little peek behind that. Sorry, I wasn't going to mention that, but I think it's funny now. So.
You gotta laugh.
Before actually, you gotta laugh. Before we even get into horror this week, I do want to say for merch requests, I have been getting more and more people asking
Yeah.
for shirts and hoodies and stuff. And I super love that y'all want to come to me and ask me to bring this to you and make me do this more work. I do.
Order it.
I do really appreciate that you want to support it. But there is a link in the description.
Yeah.
For our, I believe it's called
It's on the website.
Yeah.
It's on the description.
pumpkinhillradio.com. You can find it. It's just going to make, with what's happening around me right now, there's just no way that I can even have enough money to order this bulk. And then
It'll come right to your
find
door,
you.
too.
Yeah, for about the same price.
You can pick out your size, figure it out.
Because I did order the wrong size a couple times, and I'm like, okay, now I just have these.
Yeah, like, you give people
Oh, you-
like, I actually need an extra large.
Oh, you wanted a
I got
double
medium.
XL, okay.
I got a medium. Like,
Does anybody want an
fuck.
XL? Yeah, so just I really appreciate the merch requests, and if you really need me to bring it in, I will.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a lot longer. Like people that have been asking for 2 months now, I do stress that you just go to the merch link below or on the website, and you can pick out whatever you want. And there's some other like designs there.
There's a lot on there.
Like someone just
You can get one
bought.
that looks different.
Thought someone just bought a Water Glory shirt like 2 days ago.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so someone's gonna be rocking that. It's not a one of one anymore.
Perfect. Good.
So that's just something to say. Maybe that's not the most fun thing at the top.
Yeah.
But I just want to say there's almost no way you're getting that shit before Christmas if it's coming through me.
Yeah. Yeah. Just pick. You can get more than one too.
You can get some for the whole family.
Get a couple.
Get
you
a
can get a
couple.
hoodie. Get your tank top.
Mm-hmm.
Get some of the other designs we got on there. There's some cool designs.
And I still get the notification that it's being bought. So it's not like, because I think part of it is like telling me so that you know that you're getting it, which I do appreciate. But I still get a link to like even the email that you use. So if your name is anything like your email, I think you can even leave a note that says like, "Hey, it's me. I'm getting it." Like, I'll still give you the high five. I'll still give you like whatever.
Rock and roll.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'll give you whatever you want. And so I do appreciate it. But it's just there's enough on my plate
It's
right
a
now.
lot of responsibility.
That being said, I do have like 5 large PHR shirts in the closet right now and an XL hoodie. If anybody wants one on the fly, I got you. If not, I'm just going to get them out sooner than later so they get out of my fucking closet.
Yeah, people want them.
I saw Jesus.
Nice.
I'm not much of a religious man in that sense. I know you're kind of bending that route, which is good.
Well, I've been getting into it.
I know you went to church the other day. But before I let you even talk about that.
Church is good.
I was in line. Well, I went to King Soopers to get, I think I needed to buy stamps for the Etsy, right? pumpkinhillradio.etsy.com for stickers and shit. And before me in line is this guy at the counter wearing a trash bag for a shirt, and he had a crown of thorns on.
Damn.
And he was
style.
some kind of Asian.
Korean Jesus?
And he was trying to pay in Canadian money. And I was like, how did you must have just spawned in at this location.
Where did you come from?
Yeah, dude.
The portal sent you, dropped you in the wrong spot.
And he was trying to buy like some like grape soda, like a 2-liter soda, and like some like chicken from the hot bar with this Canadian currency. And the woman
just let the guy have that.
And the old woman was like not having it. She was like, I don't even know how I would transfer this. Nobody. She said nobody's ever come to me with this before.
I've never
I'm like overhearing that.
You're wearing a crown of thorns.
And I take a full lap around to go grab some other stuff because I'm like, he'll surely be gone by the time I get back. And then when I got up there, he's definitely still there trying to pay with this, with this Canadian money that she's not taking. And so I just went up and I was like, how much is that? I don't even know if I asked.
It can't be that much.
I'm like, here's your like $6, dude.
Yeah, it's just what, $12?
Yeah. So I gave him like whatever money he needed.
That's good.
He was able to walk out that day with chicken and soda. Jesus was.
Good.
The lady behind the register was very appreciative, and then more so, the security guard was like really pumped on me.
Dude, thanks for not making that my problem.
So much so that every time I go in there now, he's super happy to see me. He no longer checks my receipts, so I can steal now.
Nice.
I got the.
They gave you the green light on that.
They gave me the green light on stealing. Yeah, the guy with the gun at the front loves me now.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, that happened about 2 weeks ago now. But it's still. I'm not much of a religious man.
Yeah.
But I know that I can get into heaven if I want to now.
Yeah.
And I think I'll still probably pick
blessing.
Valhalla, or maybe the Elysian Fields of Golden Way and things like that. But if I choose, I can get into the golden fucking gates. They'll let me in. I paid for Jesus' way.
For sure. I believe your heaven might be Valhalla.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I'm trying to carry a weapon on me at all times, so if I get in a fight, I can die with honor in battle. You gotta die in battle to go to Valhalla, kind of.
Yeah, you do have to do that.
So I'm trying to carry at least a pocket knife on me now, just in case.
Yeah.
I also decided if somebody comes at me with a knife and I don't have one, I'm gonna let them lunge at me, take the stab in the hand, then grab it from there so they know exactly how fucking insane I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably start licking my blood up, pull the thing out, and then come back at them.
Well, you gotta do the orc and Fellowship of the Ring, where he grabs it and brings
pulls
it
himself closer. I just think that show of exactly, dude.
They don't even know what to do about that.
Also, then you get the stigmata about it. You get the stab right in the hand. That's why I'm like, I'll take it right there. Might lose some ligaments in the some use of my fingers in the process, but I think it'll be very worth it. Now that I have Jesus' blessing, obviously. And I told her at the lady at the register, I was like, she's like, thanks for doing it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that could have been Jesus.
Pretty sure that's Jesus.
Dude had a crown of thorns. I don't know, like how more seemed like he was wearing the get up. I mean, in this
pretty
game,
much right there.
I mean, he had the trash bag on, just like it says in the Old Testament.
Yeah. Like, he will come with a trash bag and Canadian money.
He will be some kind of Asian,
some
with
sort of foreign
from
currency.
the far north. Yeah, it's like, how did you get to this spot with this stuff? But I don't know. That was a funny thing. That was
gave you Canadian money.
not really horror this week, more like blessings this week. But that's
good.
something that happened to me that was like, I was going through a lot of shit at the time, so that like meant a lot to me to see Jesus in the moment.
Yeah, right, thanks.
Like, thank you.
I'm doing better than Jesus.
I was like, damn it, Jesus is hard on his luck right now.
It's rough right now.
It's hard
for
to come
everybody.
back. The Messiah's doing bad.
It's hard out here for everybody.
I also went to a pumpkin patch a few weeks ago.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like a week and a half ago, which was lovely. Had a corn maze there.
Yeah.
It had like a series of corn mazes, and we like stumbled into the one that was like 1.5 miles if you like go all the way, and we like got out before them. Then we were looking on the map, and one of them was like 4 miles long, dude.
Just
was
a
like,
hike.
Imagine going in there with your like 7-year-old, and it's definitely going to be like 7 or 8 miles, and it's like you're going to see the sun go down, you're going to get lost, you're going to get so pissed, dude. Because it's cool going in, but it's like, you know, after like the 15th turn, you're like, oh, more corn.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I remember I went to like a haunted corn maze, and it's like more of like a haunted corn path. Because you're not like solving a maze, you're just kind of walking through paths.
Which I think I would appreciate.
But it was like 1.5 miles long, and by the end, because you like stand in line for like 40 minutes, and then by the end of the corn maze, I was like, they'd like jump out. I'm like,
I saw you.
I'm so tired, dude.
Corn's-
Like I just want to get done walking.
Corn's
I got
pretty-
like a 45-minute drive home from this. Like I'm tired. It's
Corn's
like,
pretty thin over
it's
there.
like 10:30 at night right now. I'm
Standing.
tired.
I was like, damn, there's like some dad got lost in here for way too long.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's cool because you look you see the pictures from above, and it's like these cool pictures.
Yeah, you look
It's like,
kid
you don't
poops their
see
pants
any
and
of that
fucking
from
4 miles
inside.
into a corn maze and kids got a poopy diaper.
Great.
God,
Great.
why did I do this?
Yeah. So that was.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one last thing for horror this week. Well, not really one last thing, but I watched, and I will recommend this, even if it is Dia de las Muertes or past, because this is good up until like Thanksgiving, really. But Over the Garden Wall.
Oh, yeah.
10-episode cartoon from Cartoon Network with Elijah Wood as the main voice.
Yeah.
And it's this most beautiful, like whimsical gothic art style. It's old English stylings on everything.
Yeah.
And but
of
I
those shows.
had a custom VHS of it made a couple months ago. Never got around to watching it. And now in this new place I'm at, I just
That's all
have
you got
this.
is a
I got
VHS
the
player.
tube TV. First night in.
It is
moving
really
in.
like grandma's basement down here with that. Yeah, dude. Too.
Yeah, I'm building it out.
really nice.
I'm building it out to be just like Grandma's basement.
It's honestly really nice.
All I'm missing is the stationary bike that I used to put Barbies under and then burn their faces off when I got to top
having
speed.
like some sort of like unused exercise equipment that you use as a toy.
Something that like you put over your waist and it shakes really fast as
For
if
me,
it's supposed to burn the fat off.
My grandma's basement had like a sewing machine and like needles, and I would just like poke shit with them.
My grandma's basement had like a haunted marionette figure that I have somewhere around here, and then my grandpa had like a full like train thing. Like he had
hell yeah,
he was
train.
like kind of a closeted
Model
train guy.
train guy?
Yeah, he had like with like all the terrain that he had built out and
that's-
like figures. And
I can't wait to get like to 60 and get into that.
This is like the room it was in, dude. And it was like, because it was such a big space, you could only stand in like one area to like turn it on. There was like smoke coming out of the things, and they all had sound, dude. And, like
That's
every couple
tight.
of years, he'd like add a new track, and he'd
Yeah,
be like,
add some
come look at
details.
this. It's like,
Look at this. Look
dude,
at what I did.
hell yes, Grandpa.
Yeah.
This is so sick.
My grandparents had
This is crazy.
it was a jackalope, which
Okay.
is the rabbit with the antlers. They had one like mounted like right here.
That's
And
nice.
that like Japan thing you have right there. They had something like that, but it was like
Well, that's from my grandparents.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I would never buy that. I mean, it's great, but that's like from my grandparents' trip to Japan at some point in
That's
like the 60s.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had something like that, but it was the Smurfs.
Nice. Yeah, same thing.
It wasn't as like silky. It was more like a crochet.
Yeah.
It was
Isn't that
cool,
funny?
though.
I'm building it out with mostly grandma's stuff anyway.
It's cool.
I've kind of
That's
even
all you
think about
need,
that.
dude.
Yeah, it's like
really
angled.
nice.
It's angled, so if you walk into the room, you don't even see it.
Yeah, it's.
So I'm not trying to
for us.
put any holes in the walls because I'm only going to be here for like 3
no need
months.
to.
You know.
It's part of the aesthetic of having kind of nothing on the walls.
So honestly, season 8 is probably going to be just the time we're here. Probably about 11
Really
or 12
nice.
episodes.
Nice quick
And then
season.
even before like the middle episode of 120s, we're gonna get back into probably an actually cool studio.
Season
Not that this isn't cool. Yeah, season 9. I feel like how season 8's going. You're gonna love season 9.
9's gonna be epic.
If anybody's wondering what the topic is today, it is Headless Horseman. Although I don't know when we're gonna get to it
Yeah,
because we're just chatting.
we're just catching up, bro.
Yeah, the walls. It's kind of like a bunch of eyes.
Real wood, dude.
It's like a bunch of eyes looking at you.
Yeah,
You know. I really invite everybody to check the YouTube. The last 2 episodes were not on YouTube because there was no video backing it. So, welcome
This
back
is
to
nice.
YouTubers. Welcome
We're back, baby.
We're back. We're so back.
yeah, dude. Dude, I went to church this week.
Yeah, tell me about that.
That was really nice.
What did you see Jesus there? In his
No,
in
but
his
I
current form.
felt Jesus. in
You
my
felt
heart.
him. You smelled the chicken.
Yeah, I smelled the chicken. There's coffee and bagels. I had a bagel.
the offering
was
tray
really
comes around
good.
just a bunch of Canadian dollars in it.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit! All right, that's what's
Put
going on
Canadian
here.
dollars in the donation.
So I don't know if
I
this is
put a
part
few
of-
bucks in the donation.
It's a part of Christianity now.
Not
I
bragging.
Totally forgot.
Yeah, yeah. It was good though. I felt like really pumped up afterward. I felt cleansed. Like my soul took a shower.
Dude, and you know how bad
Felt light.
You know how bad I didn't want to fucking rag on you guys coming back in talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Because what was the
We were pumped.
What were the statements about?
So it was basically about because God's got a plan, and it's about how we always like try to like help God.
like rush it,
Yeah, you try to help God, but you're just supposed to trust God. God's got it.
dude. It took me.
It's like, God's got the steering wheel. Sometimes we try to be like, no, you got to turn this way. We grab the steering wheel. Nah, you just
I can
gotta let
appreciate
God
that.
Take it. Sometimes it gets rocky, but God's got the wheel, bro.
I
God's not gonna let you get hurt.
I really do love that sentiment. Can I just tell you my point?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I was holding back so hard is that's exactly what the demiurge would say, dude.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep that in mind every time.
That's exactly what the fucking demiurge would say.
Mm-hmm.
The demiurge being the lower god that keeps us all enfolded into this reality
Yeah,
that
the
we
false-
cannot break out of.
Yeah.
And then
the
they've
prison
given it
world.
the name Yahweh. Not that that's what's happening, but when I hear stuff like that, I'm always like, oh, that's exactly what the highest.
How do I
form of-
know?
It's exactly what the highest form of demon would want you to do.
How would I know?
Is to not think about the future and let him take care of it
Yeah.
and keep you entrapped. But no, it's 50-50.
Well, there's like a point to it. It's like, you're not supposed to just like not make plans and
Yeah.
shit, but it's like you gotta like it's kind of just more of like you gotta go with the flow kind of thing.
Yeah, I can.
It was
appreciate
nice.
that.
It was like pretty like it was really funny because like I showed up to the kava bar because I didn't even know where it was, but I'm like, Rich is probably at the kava bar right now. He was, and then I'm like, all right, cool. And I rode with Zay and we're leaving, and like Mark comes through. We're like, Mark, you want to go to church? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, why not? And he comes in, he was like the most pumped up on it.
Yeah.
Like we get done, he's like, oh man, that was so good. He's like this. He's like, bro, I gotta like figure this out in my life. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, awesome.
And yeah,
He was so like glowing off.
And if that's what
afterwards.
it's doing to people, then wow, that's not for me to fucking. especially
Yeah,
now
no, that's
I'm-
why I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
You gotta get what you want from it.
Now that I'm in my home now, I did want to tell you that, but I would never. I didn't want when
Yeah.
I had like 7 dudes coming in all hyped. I was like, all right, this is sweet. This is
gotta
good.
have a good
That's
time.
good. Yeah, that's good.
It was fun.
Um,
Yeah, that's nice. Because I always keep that in mind. I'm like, it might be the demiurge. It might just be the demiurge, but that's fine. Whatever.
Like, Big
dude.
G, I love you. You might be the ultimate evil. It's really hard to tell.
I'll find out eventually.
Especially
When
going
I get
up-
fucking recycled back into it, I'll fucking know.
Back here again, you fucker.
Dude, got me that time.
Dude, I'm actually planning my resurrection.
Nice, cool.
I decided I'm taking a big leap next time. I think that probably my past lives have done a lot of work to get to this body.
Yeah.
Now that I'm here, I think it's time for a cleansing next cycle. And in that form, I'm going to take the form of Jormungandr, the circular
Yeah.
dragon. I'm going to eat the world and rebirth it.
That's good.
I don't have all the steps lined out.
I think you just having the mindset.
I'm just having the mindset. Yeah, it's sort of the Loki and priest of it all.
I think just have the mindset.
The cleansing fire is coming, everybody. Just wait.
I can feel it.
Yeah, so just wait.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure, like, what is it? There's like the 3-eye Atlas is coming. And a
Yeah.
part of me feels like that's New Jerusalem, and that's the second coming.
You're talking about the comet or asteroid coming toward us. It
Yeah, I'm
seems
pretty
like
sure it's New Jerusalem, which is the second where Jesus went, and he was going to come back on and bring New Jerusalem to Earth.
It's too bad we haven't done a ton of coverage on that. I do hear a
Yeah.
ton about it.
Well, I don't know. I like kind of joke about it a little bit, but I do think it's just I'm on the belief of maybe it's just not real.
That's the thing.
It's like blue beam kind of.
Yeah, it's if anything.
I feel the blue beam thing happening.
Anytime that everybody's pointing toward one thing this drastically, I'm always like, well, let's
and
take
like
a step
governments
back.
are being weird about it. I'm like, you guys are gonna.
I have heard that
gonna try to lock me up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of like hobbyist radioheads, nice,
What's
not
up?
the band, but just like people that are like listen to their fucking ham radios and shit all
Yeah.
day. I guess there is like a pattern of repeating prime numbers coming off this thing.
Yeah.
And not just like one pattern, it's like multiple patterns in a row, which does seem to mean
It's
something.
Super anomalous.
Yeah. What it reminded me of is the Black Knight satellite, which is, we haven't covered it on pod, but it's this thing that's apparently been in the sky since like the 1300s.
As long as we've been able to like look at it.
Yeah,
find it.
and it's that thing's also been kind of doing that shit. It's just it's kind of like one of those random random number stations.
It's like millions of years old.
Yeah,
and it just is there doing
I don't know.
Satelliting.
We'll keep an update on the Atlas comet when it seems appropriate.
Because like there's like the like one researcher, there's like a Yale researcher that like Harvey Loeb or whatever.
He's really pushing for it.
Well, yeah, and his thing's like, take your last vacations before the 29th of October.
He's really pushing it.
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Well, and that was the thing they were saying it was going to happen like this month, and I mean I guess it's coming closer, but I guess we'll see. It is apparently very imminent.
Yeah, it's like this week.
I guess it's like changed trajectory a couple times to like really be on course with like. I guess it's not supposed to like hit Earth, but it's supposed to like basically enter our atmosphere.
It's like coming by. Yeah, it's flying by.
But yeah, we'll update. There's enough like random little YouTube like videos I see where I'm like, okay, that seems like the community's got this one. I hate to be like.
It's one of those things where it's like there's so many different people, like big names talking about it. And there's only so much there is about it too.
And
so it's like, I don't want to just keep repeating the same thing everyone's saying.
Right. And we've never been one to like jump on like the pop culture bandwagon. And it probably would be better for the numbers, but it's just not really who we are.
Well, because that's the thing. That's because we already see it. So it's like, you can pick one of two sides. One, it's like some alien thing, or two, it's Project Bluebeam.
Yeah. So
and then once you say that, it's like, well, you kind of already heard everything else.
And you can expand on that further or not if you
I'd rather just mention it.
Yeah. So there it is mentioned.
Mentioned it. We got it. We covered it.
Yeah. I had a couple dreams before we get into the Haunted Horseman Halloween Special proper. Just a few ones that really stuck with me. I'm getting a lot of, because I've quit most all substances at this point. So I had some alcohol and kratom today, but generally speaking, I have not drank in months. Haven't had kratom in months. Haven't had kava in months. Don't even smoke weed. I only smoke cigarettes for spiritual purposes.
Once you get off the weed, the dreams really start speaking to you differently.
And I always had big dreams.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, I had big dreams.
I dream big, personally.
but now they're like sticking with me, and I can remember them a little better. Maybe that's not even true. I really feel like it never affected me like how other people like say that you did not get dreams after weed. Just I dreamed about in this house we're in now. It's the basement level of somebody else's house that I'm renting with like a separate entrance to the basement. That's like the situation I'm in here. And I had a dream that the dude I'm renting from, and Larry, if you're listening, I don't really think this, but he was keeping some kind of a creature upstairs that would like come down at night and like watch us sleep.
Nice.
Very freaky.
Some sort of like homunculus stepson.
Yeah, some kind of like weird creature that like he's keeping, and it's either like he's keeping it for nefarious purposes or he's keeping it at bay to like save the world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like in some weird loop, it's like maybe the creature is the thing keeping him here and he's the ultimate evil. I don't know, a lot of things that I was drawing from it. But yeah, just the idea of some weird fucking gross thing watching me sleep and
terrifying.
Kind of scampering upstairs, and that was a dream I had. And then I had this other dream
it
about...
might be just happening.
Then I had another dream about eating giant bugs.
Oh, gross.
Like climbing really tall ladders, and on the top of them there was like these giant bugs I was eating.
Gross.
They were like covered in candy, like a candy coating. Probably doesn't mean anything. Nice. I really wanted to just focus on the creature part. Yeah. It's a separate dream, but...
I've been having some pretty cool dreams. I had one where it was kind of like I was in this house, and I was watching like Lord of the Rings, and these orcs started like coming through the TV, but also they were coming for me outside. And I was like fighting them with this badass sword. Then I get outside of this house, and we're kind of like running away, and there's a volcano right next to the house that it like erupted and like destroyed the house. And then there's a few people in my dream, and we kind of all look at each other like, all right, like I think we should go to Puerto Rico. and we all went to the airport. And I was like about to get my ticket to go to Puerto Rico, and then I woke up.
Nice.
Nice dream.
Yeah, I'm trying to go NOLA way soon. Head down Louisiana, go New Orleans again.
Oh, yeah, I got to get a good trip like that in me.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Some enemies just calling me there again. You want to get into the Headless Horseman stuff?
Yeah.
We're over 30 minutes in.
Yeah. What do we got? Actually, you want to know about Headless Horseman?
Yeah. You tell me, dude.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but on Halloween night, if you go into the bathroom with a black candle and look in the mirror and you say Headless Horseman 3 times,
Shit, we kind of did that earlier.
the Headless Horseman will appear in your bathroom with you. Full-on horse. Full-on Headless Horse will appear in your bathroom.
I don't have enough room in my bathroom.
Yeah, it's chaos, dude.
Oh, shit, dude.
This is fucking kicking. Yeah.
Breaking the linoleum fucking tiles.
Bet you didn't know that, though.
I invite everybody to do that. I have a few extra black candles here in the home. I'll obviously be keeping one to do this.
So I'll try
Halloween, but I'll bring some to the bar if anybody wants one to do this. Don't do it at the bar, though.
Don't do it at the bar. I don't need to have this horse at the fucking bar.
Well, that's another thing is Headless Horseman. I have a couple different myths. And honestly, this might be some kind of 2-part thing just based on how much I have and how we already are at 30 minutes. Well, that's good. That's good.
I like to think of it as like a headless horse, like a horse man with no head. Like it's half horse, half man.
Like a centaur.
Yeah. But it's got no head.
Okay. I'm not sure if I came across this in the research, but it was a lot of like, I kind of always picture the man without a head, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's the horse.
But sometimes the horse doesn't have a head. Very interesting. Very interesting.
This is the man holding the horse head?
There's an old saying in the west of Ireland. When you hear the wheels on the road at midnight and no horse to be seen, stay inside and pray you are not the name he calls. They're talking about the Dullahan, Ireland's Headless Horseman. He rides when death is near. Witnesses have always said he rides a black stallion whose hooves strike sparks on the stone. Though no one ever hears him I'm sorry, I just led right into this. Though no one ever hears him approach until it's far too late. His head, if you can call it that, is carried beneath one arm, pale as candle wax. The eyes are dead, rolling wildly like marbles in milk. Gross. The mouth stretches into a grin too wide for a face, and teeth like polished tombstones.
I don't like thinking about the eyes moving around.
Yeah, like marbles in milk.
I don't like thinking about that.
Dullahan's ride is not random. He appears at crossroads, hillsides, or on lonely roads between parishes, places where boundaries blur. You know, especially in this kind of time of year when the veil is so thin. He is what you'd call the psychopomp, a messenger, not a murderer. This thing that you see, this harbinger, if you will. But the living are never meant to see him. Those who do rarely live long enough to tell it, to see him again, or to say they even saw him. The story goes back farther than Christianity ever reached in Ireland. So we're talking about pre-Christian roots here. Yeah. Though we do dip into that later. Scholars trace the Dullahan to Crom Dub or Crom Cruach, the old fertility and death god of pagan Ireland. In pre-Christian rituals, Crom Cruach demanded blood sacrifice. Sometimes cattle, sometimes men. Some historians believe that the Dullahan is Crom's ghost, riding the roads after the old rites were forbidden, collecting the dead himself when nobody else would. Damn. Totally a reaper, dude, huh? An old forgotten blood god, though, dude. You don't want to fucking anger those guys. And you don't really want to forget them. Because they will come and get you.
Because then, you don't want to forget them. They'll remind you.
I try to keep all the blood gods somewhere in my mind if I can. Blood for the blood god, as I said one time. Then immediately had blood dreams after.
You're going to want to appease them.
It is said he carries a whip made from a human spine. And that's not a poetic flourish. That's actually like in early Irish texts mentioning it very plainly. So he's got a spine in his hand. And he whips you with it. The lash cracks not to strike the living, but to announce the moment of death. He stops riding before your home. He calls out your name in a low voice. Dawson.
Oh, no.
The instant he speaks, your soul departs. The oldest recorded sighting dates back to the county of Sligo in the 1600s. A farmer claimed he saw a rider with a severed head glowing faintly green trotting beside a funeral procession, though the mourners swore they heard no hooves. When he shouted at the apparition to identify itself, the horse turned, and something struck his eye. He died within the year, blind in that same eye. The Dullahan's mark. In County Down is another place, tales persist into the 19th century of a Dullahan haunting the roads between Ballymote and Kilross. Nice. These aren't World of Warcraft places, I swear to God.
This is real.
Travelers described I don't know. They probably are. Travelers described a phantom coach drawn by 6 headless horses, called the Coste Bodhar, the death coach. Mm-hmm. This is another omen of death. The Dullahan drove it, cracking his whip as sparks flew from the wheel rims. Doors of houses would swing open by themselves as he passed, signaling that another soul was about to die.
Damn.
6. So he's got like 6 horses sometimes just riding this thing. Green, too.
Yeah, glowing green.
Glowing green, kind of like the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Even into the 20th century, isolated reports continue to surface. A school teacher in Donegal in 1921 claimed to see a figure without a head riding past her cottage on a misty night. A lantern where its face should have been. It's got like a fucking candle up there. She fainted, and when she awoke, her neighbor, an old fisherman, had drowned that very evening.
Dang. The horseman got him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Ireland's folk magic is practical. There are always ways, so they say, to keep the Dullahan from your threshold. You know,
how do I do that?
He cannot cross a gate or a fence if there's gold upon it. The smallest bit, a coin, a pin, a wedding band, will drive him back. That's a good. Go put your fucking $2,000 wedding band out on your fence when you're asleep, though, and I won't steal it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like someone said that and they just would steal from you.
But just like a pin or something. They're just saying any amount of gold. If that's all you got, you know, it's like you better put it out there. Some families would keep a coin in their pocket at all times, not for luck, but for defense. Kind of sick. It's a good one. In older lore, a bucket of blood from a freshly slaughtered animal was poured onto the doorstep to confuse him. Others left milk at the crossroads, a peace offering for the old gods he descended from.
Like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Leave him some milk.
Yeah, dude. Weird. Milk or blood. I'm sure Santa would also be satiated with blood.
I think yeah, you throw blood under the tree, it's going to confuse the hell out of Santa.
Oh, that's weird.
What am I even doing here?
Weird, and that milk outside?
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Right, but we're using these old god methods. And they're like, this isn't necessarily that same old blood god, but he's kind of that descendant or that new version of him, where it kind of is the same thing. It's just like how it just changes through history. Yeah. You know, I always talk about how like Loki was actually this like old like primordial fire deity from old things. Yeah. You get like Prometheus out of that, and you get all these. Even then you get into like Krampus style shit, these weird like horned like satyr type things where it's like what are these all coming from? You know? Yeah. They all kind of come from something.
This like weird like an archetype too, you know?
And talking about like Santa, like there's some like really old weird wild man roots with him. Yeah. It's nice bringing up Santa on this Halloween episode.
Yeah, dude.
Scariest demon of all.
Beware.
When Christianity took hold, beware of Santa. On this Halloween. When Christianity took hold, people began hanging crucifixes above their stable doors and painting protective circles of lime wash around windows to keep the headless spirit at bay. Very Christian of them.
Yeah.
You know, the old lime wash circle around the window to keep the demons out.
Everyone knows that, right?
Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. But even priests admitted privately that the Dullahan was no demon. He was something older. Something that simply could not be banished. Because if we're dealing with a true blood god, then he's not like some demon. He's some deity.
Yeah, he's beyond.
He's a god, yeah. The most famous telling of a Dullahan encounter comes from 1807 near the town of Longria. A young man on horseback claimed to be chased by a rider cloaked in black who carried his head under his arm. The horseman kept pace no matter how hard that the man spurred his mount. Finally, in terror, the boy threw a golden coin behind him, and the specter vanished in a hiss of smoke. The story spread so widely that for decades after, coins were nailed to the door frames across Galway as a charm. In truth, no one can say if the Dullahan kills. He doesn't seem to wound or strike. His victims simply die. In many ways, he's like the Banshee or the Mothman, an omen, not an executioner, a harbinger.
Yeah, almost like the Grim Reaper, where he doesn't really come and like physically kill you, but he like comes and it's like you're dead now.
It's like the ferryman. I don't know. It's like almost he's someone that like works with the so-called like ferryman, the guy that like brings your spirit there, because it's like, yeah, I think he's just there to tell you you're about to fucking die.
Okay.
By like probably darker means.
Ready your soul.
Yeah, ready your soul.
For departure.
When the Dullahan calls your name, it's not out of malice. He's merely fulfilling his role as the fucking blood god, blood for the blood god. Even today, travelers on lonely back roads sometimes report the faint sounds of hooves and the smell of damp earth and decay when no rider is visible. Some say he rides less now, too few to believe, too many lights in the cities. But on Samhain, Halloween, the old boundaries are thin again. The Dullahan returns, if only for a single night, to remind Ireland of the old bargains with death.
Yeah.
In County Offaly, an elderly man once told a folklorist, he rides when the gates are open between here and the next world. He doesn't come for everyone, just the ones the earth has already chosen. Yeah. The Dullahan doesn't hate the living. He's simply just doing this job.
Just a reminder that everyone's going to die.
Yeah, he's just got this very old job. Someone's got to do it.
Some people going to die. Someone's got to get them.
Okay, so that's the Dullahan. Nice.
Dullahan.
The Dullahan.
Good Irish one.
You want to talk about something else?
Yeah, what do you got?
Before you hear the thunder, before you smell the rain, there's that low hum across the forest, like horns in the distance, or the baying of hounds you can't see. The peasants of old Germany and Scandinavia used to say, "Stay off the road when the wild hunt rides." Because when those riders pass overhead, the dead are not far behind. In the dark forests of medieval Europe, the headless rider wasn't always alone. He was part of a host, a spectral army known as the Wild Hunt, or the Wild Jagd in Germany. The Wilde Jagd in Germany, I guess. They swept through the wintry skies in a storm of hoofbeats and wailing souls, led by a ghostly huntsman, sometimes Wodan or Odin himself, others by a cursed nobleman, a murderer, or a soul doomed to lead the dead until Judgment Day. And in some regions, particularly in Westphalia and Lower Saxony, the leader of the hunt rode without his head. Interesting.
Another one.
The German folk knew him as Der Kampflesser Jäger, the headless huntsman. His head was said to have been blasted from his shoulders by lightning for breaking a sacred vow, or possibly torn away by his own hounds for hunting on a holy night. His punishment is to ride forever at the front of the storm, chasing souls instead of, deer and shit.
So they like come before the storm?
Yeah, he rides the winds before the storm. He is the low hum in the forest.
Like the infrasound.
Yes, he's the infrasound, exactly.
Yeah,
the deepest noise that humans can't even hear until it's too fucking late and the storm's already on you.
Yeah, it just tells you.
Yeah, nice little pull there.
Just tells you that you gotta go inside.
The first written reference to the Wild Hunt dates back to the 12th century in the Chronicon of Orderic Vitalis, who described ghostly horsemen passing through the skies of Normandy, huge and hideous men on black horses, their faces pale and mutilated. Nice.
Terrible.
By the 16th century, these sightings had spread across northern Europe, evolving with each retelling. In parts of Germany, peasants claimed the huntsman's cry could be heard just before great disasters. Famine, plague, war, and death. Just like the four horsemen of Christianity. In Denmark, witnesses spoke of a headless figure in black armor riding at the storm's edge, carrying a torch of blue flame where his head should be.
That's cool.
Yeah. In 1633, near the Harz Mountains, a Lutheran pastor named Johannes Praetorius recorded that villagers had seen what he said is a great troop of black riders, and among them one headless, whose steed breathed smoke and whose whistle brought forth thunder. The next day, lightning struck the local bell tower, killing 2 monks.
Damn.
Yeah, nice.
Thunder.
Immediate repercussions. Yeah.
Thunder, lightning, 2 monks.
The hunt had ridden through, collecting its souls there. Folklore often names the huntsman as a nobleman who defied divine law. One of the most endearing versions comes from Thuringia, where a baron named Hackelberg swore he would hunt until the end of time. When he died suddenly, the church refused to bury him in consecrated ground. Days later, villagers heard hoofbeats in the sky and his voice echoing across the mountains. Still I hunt, still I ride. From then on, the people of Thuringia called him Der Ewig Jäger, the eternal hunter. Damn. When storms broke over the Brocken Mountains, they would bar their windows and whisper prayers. Anyone caught outside risked being swept into the hunt, doomed to ride among the dead. Nice. So he's got like a whole posse of souls behind him.
It's an army.
In other parts of Germany, the huntsman was said to be accompanied by headless dogs with glowing eyes, or a pack of lost souls whose screams echoed like thunder.
Wait, headless dogs?
Headless dogs.
But they had glowing eyes?
Yeah, dude. So it's just kind of this glow
floating
above their
eyes.
head. Which kind of seems like just like that candlelight that's said to
Yeah,
also
yeah.
be, you know, I think it's that kind of thing where it's just this like, this glow, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is bizarre. But also, and we
Freaky as
might
hell.
not even get to this episode because this is going to be a 2-parter, but
Yeah.
I do have some stuff on sleep paralysis a little later.
Oh, nice.
And these like ghostly dogs with glowing eyes come up so fucking often. And you know what else comes up often? Is headless fucking dudes.
Yeah.
I was seeing that a lot. I was researching that. So what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it all kind of it ties together a little
Freaky.
bit. It's weird to see this in every culture. It just has kind of the same fucking thing again. It's like with everything we talk about, it's like, oh yeah, we all knew this all the time.
Yeah.
Christianity kind of tried to wipe it out,
This been happening.
and then even when the Christians got it, they're like, "We'll still put the lime wash out there."
Yeah, you guys gotta.
Still
we
hit
gotta
them.
like. There's something going on, guys.
Something going on. Many scholars believe the Wild Hunt is a Christianized memory of Odin's spectral procession, when the All-Father would ride through the midwinter skies on his 8-legged horse Sleipnir, gathering the spirits of warriors and the newly dead. When Christianity spread across Scandinavia, Odin's host was rebranded as a cursed legion, the unholy dead, but the imagery remained. The roaring winds became Odin's breath. The lightning was the flash of his spear, and in some parts of Denmark and Sweden, Odin's shape shifted. His face hidden, his head mist altogether, replaced by a glowing fireball.
Nice.
So it was getting some
Dude, I
old-
hope my head gets replaced by a glowing fireball.
Yeah, dude.
Blue flame or something. That'd be badass.
Oh,
Nice violet flame just floating right here.
that's
inside my
like
head.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Takes off the mask, it's just like a burning skull. Really cool. Farmers in rural Sweden said that if you stood at the edge of a forest on a winter's night and heard the sound of a hunting horn, without seeing who blew it, you must lie flat on the ground, face down, and not move until it passed. To look upon the hunt was to risk your soul being taken with it. In Switzerland, they said that the wild huntsman rode in autumn, when the veil between the worlds began to thin. In Austria, he was said to be seen in January, and his hounds howled over frozen lakes. In France, he became the Heliquin's hunt, a demonic procession that carried sinners to hell.
Damn.
And in all of them, the rider at the front, the huntsman, was either headless or masked to hide the horror of what he'd become. Even as late as the 1800s, travelers reported hearing the hunt in the Black Forest. The folklorist Jacob Grimm himself wrote that people believed the furious host rushes through the air in the wild tumult, the leader's cry, a warning to the living. So we're just seeing this
those
shit.
guys.
Yeah, we're just seeing this shit again and again. Excuse me. I grab a little drink here.
Yeah, it's just the same story.
How are we doing, listeners? We getting scared out there on Halloween yet? This is pretty cool stuff. I definitely duck and cover if you hear this kind of shit out there. This is probably the best Halloween special we've done.
Yeah, if you are,
It's based on any information at all.
yeah. If you see anything riding out there with a headless anything out there, you're probably gonna die.
Well, and that's like
Also
what they
just
say
an
on
FYI.
Halloween is like you're supposed to dress up like a weird demon or something so that you don't get like carried off by them. You know, you're supposed to like blend
Blend in with them.
That's like some places are saying like, hey, blend in, lay down, fucking put out like a peace offering of some
Hide.
kind, give them a treat.
Don't get tricked.
Or get tricked. Yeah, exactly. Nice. That's a tie in that spooky Halloween
Nice
vibe.
trick or treat.
Nice. When the Wild Hunt faded into myth, strange modern parallels persisted. In 1952, a storm over Schleswig-Holstein was accompanied by reports of shapes on horseback in the clouds. Dozens of witnesses swore they heard horns and hoofbeats. The event was so widely discussed, it made local radio news. Meteorologists blamed atmospheric interference. But people knew what they saw.
It's a pretty convenient excuse.
I knew what I saw. It was a midwinter omen, just as their ancestors had seen.
Yeah, anytime anyone sees anything weird, you can just say it's atmospheric
Yeah.
interference.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That doesn't mean anything.
That means nothing.
I know what the sky looks like.
These people describe something, and they're like, well, it's atmospheric interference. It's like, well,
It's like, buddy, I
you're
know.
just using fancy words
Yeah, I know what the sky looks like.
to say that I saw something.
Say that I got haunted real bad.
Yeah, I got really startled.
In rural Scandinavia, paranormal investigators in the 1980s collected stories of phantom riders seen in blizzards, headless, cloaked figures that appeared only in the instant lightning struck. Nice. So it's like that flash of plasma fucking blasts through reality, and you see the fucking veil as thin as can be, and you just see this fucking cloaked, headless rider. Some were even caught in photographs as blurred silhouettes.
Huh. I'd like to see those.
Too bad.
Yeah,
To this
that's
day, in parts of rural Germany,
That's all right.
we got time to find those.
Yeah. I'll find them.
We will. Maybe we'll post them somewhere if we find them for y'all. I would like the listeners to see. Because it seems to be that they are out there. To this day, in parts of rural Germany, people still say that if a thunderstorm builds with no warning and the wind shifts suddenly, you should cover mirrors and extinguish candles. The Wild Hunt rides in those reflections and open flames.
Yeah.
Damn. People never cover their mirrors anymore. And I don't for the reason of wanting these things to come through.
Yeah.
But, like,
I mean, I don't sleep in a room with a mirror.
I was going to say, you shouldn't have a mirror in your room unless you're asking for it.
Yeah. I mean, the mirror in my bathroom is just too big to cover, really.
Yeah.
They need to like curtains for mirrors.
They
should
do.
make those and sell them.
We should. You say they should or we should?
We should.
We should, dude.
It's a really good idea.
That'd be sick. Fucking sage them up, make them nice and cleansed. Yeah. Mirror curtains.
Yeah,
for
because
you
when
don't want the
I
demons to
went
come
back
through.
home for my sister's wedding, I slept in one of my parents' rooms, and they had like a big like vanity mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I threw a blanket over that.
Yeah, dude.
I
Oh,
was
thank God.
So
dude.
scared. It was like it's like at the foot of the bed too. I'm like, no, hell no, I'm not waking up to some shit crawling through that mirror.
I mean, for like years and years there, I slept with the biggest possible mirror in my house, like right above the bed. Like not above it, but like at at the head of the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still have a mirror out there in the fucking bedroom as it is, but again, that's because I'm asking for it, and I don't think y'all need that kind of heat.
No, I don't need that.
I have specific.
I've like never been one to have a mirror in my room.
Yeah.
Just out of intuition, maybe.
Yeah. I have specific binding
Never
tools out there that are gonna keep everybody safe and just keep at least I'm gonna be trapping whatever comes through right in my home. So don't worry about them getting loose.
It's like the people, the like self-defense people, where they're like, "Are you gonna break into my house?"
You break into my house? Yeah. I got a fucking
Well,
bottle.
now you're locked up in my basement.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
do
bottle
whatever
with
I
your-
want with you.
Do whatever the fuck I want.
You
You're
can
in
do
my grandma's
anything I
basement.
want. You're gonna wish you
Dude.
never even came here.
Yeah, dude. I got a bottle out there with your name on it. Demon. You fucking come at me.
You
I'll
wish you
fucking-
never even came through that portal.
Yeah. I'll blast you with a fucking level 10 spell.
Yeah,
Bitch.
Gotcha.
And excuse me for saying that.
yeah, gotcha.
Oh man, I'm gonna get got someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it seems that the Headless Horseman is not a singular ghost in some of these cases. It's a manifestation of death as movement, a storm, a migration, a passing between these realms, which is unlike the Irish Dullahan who calls a single name. This is the Wild Hunt that sweeps entire groups up. You know, like, the Dullahan's like, Dawson,
Yeah.
and
Ow.
he's got you. The Wild Hunt's
Ouch,
like,
got me.
the Wild Hunt's like, come on, guy, everybody get up here. Everybody get up here. Which seems like maybe a remnant of, like Odin, like calling these.
That's what it
things.
seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are dealing with two different cultures and two different, it is like old pagan stuff, but they're still built from two different things. This is more some like The Dullahan's more like old, like Proto-Germanic, like pagan thing, where it kind of is similar to like Norse stuff, but they broke off even before some of that. So,
it's like still their own thing.
Yeah. And when he rides headless, it is said to symbolize the absence of command, the chaos of death unruled, Odin dethroned, and humanity leaderless in the dark sky.
Yeah.
You know, we got immigrants from Germany and Scandinavia carrying these tales of the Wild Hunt to the New World. That's where we get it in Pennsylvania and upstate New York. The story changes. The huntsman becomes a lone rider on a black horse, his head carried between one arm, his purpose no longer to lead the dead, but to find his own lost head. That's where we get the, Sleepy Hollow and the legend of the American Headless Horseman being born.
Yeah. Well, because it like comes from the idea that like your like soul is attached to your head. So if like you get your head chopped off, it's like a restless, irritated, like vengeful, like spirit. Then basically is what it gets created from that.
Well, and we see that we did that fucking floating head episode.
Yeah.
You know, and those seem like very unsettled fucking spirits.
They didn't seem happy.
Well, there was that one.
I don't seem happy.
Not fucking kaiju. What am I thinking of? Yokai. Was that yokai? Remember of that woman who, like, at night her head would like come off her body and the entrails would float down and she'd go and like eat men. And then, like in the morning, it would like come and reattach to her head or to her body.
Yeah.
That's gross, right? And scary.
Disgusting.
Seems like some sort of version of this in a way.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to our floating head episode. It's from a while ago, but it's still one of my favorites just because it's so high strangey. Yeah. And we had a real
some really weird stuff with that.
We had like a local report, so it was good to hear that. Yeah. You want to talk about something else?
Well, something unrelated I've been thinking about is like, what if there's like a cataclysm that wiped out a bunch of people, like 90% of the people on Earth, and then they like cloned some people, and then most of us are just like descendants of those clones. And do you ever think about maybe what if you're just a descendant of a clone?
Where's this coming from?
I don't know, man. Says we want to talk about something else.
Okay. You're right. I did leave the
something I've been worried about a little bit.
I did leave the forum pretty open there. I didn't know it was it. No, you're right. I mean,
you ever think about that though?
No, you're right.
You like get a little worried about that.
Yeah, you're right about that, Doss. I mean, yeah, I guess that would lead to the whole like, do clones have souls? Do descendants of clones have souls? What does that really mean for?
Well, it gets into like the NPCs, like people that are like NPCs are like descendants of these clones. I don't think that's me though.
Well,
pretty sure I'm a real one.
Okay, I have this whole thing about the Draugr, which is like more Norse stuff. I'm going to skip over that, and I want to talk a little bit about Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back for a part 2 because I have a lot of other information here.
Sleepy Hollow.
So let's just, listeners, beware.
Pumpkin?
You're in for a part 2.
Nice.
As they say. So we're hitting some good money here. This is the jackpot information.
2.
So by the time that Washington Irving wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1819, the image of a headless horseman was already ancient, right? Fucking beyond ancient. But Irving didn't invent invert himself. He translated himself. He carried the shadow of Europeans' death riders across the Atlantic and planted it in the misty woods of New York's Hudson Valley. Long before Irving's story, the Hudson River was settled by the Dutch, who brought with them centuries of low country ghost lore. The Wit Weaver, the white woman of the mists, as they say, or the Nachtmare, nightmare, as in like nightmare, like horse, and the riders Zondar Hooved, literally riders without the heads. In 1790, local oral tales already spoke of a headless Hessian trooper, a ghost said to gallop through the valley at night, searching for his lost skull blown away by cannon fire during the American Revolution. Interesting. We got some new lore here. 1790 is pretty new for this kind of stuff. But that was only the latest mask of a much older figure, right? This is just somebody else wearing that mask, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all the same shit. The Dutch and German settlers had absorbed stories from the Rhineland, where the wild huntsmen and headless riders were omens of plagues and war. Their tales met the Irish Dullahan and the English headless knights in colonial taverns and soldier camps. Out of that mixture The Hudson Valley gained a spirit that was neither pagan nor Christian, neither European nor American, a phantom that belonged purely to the land of the dead. Right? Sleepy Hollow itself was already an enchanted place. Irving wrote that it's abound with local tales, haunted spots, and twilight superstitions. The valley's geography, fog rolling hills, and revolutionary battlefields perfectly mirrored the landscape of the old European hauntings. To the colonists, the land was alive with an old presence. Not even taking into account like some Native American shit. You know?
Yeah.
They're just saying like the shit they brought over was already so ancient, and it's just like looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
And letters and diaries from the 18th century, settlers in the Hudson Valley wrote of lights that rode the hills, a black horse without eyes, and a soldier with no face at all. This is some creepy ass letters and to be writing in your diary and shit. Yeah, lights that rode the hills.
Lights the road.
This reminds me of like, you know, these like will-o-wisp type stuff, like these lights in the forest that just call to you, and it's like, well, don't follow that. Nothing's out there good for you.
Nope. It's not someone with a candle out there.
Local folklorist collector Henry Livingston Jr. recorded that farmers refused to travel between Terrytown and the Pacatinco River after dark, believing a decapitated cavalryman haunted the road. The Hessian legend was not fiction. It was a regional haunting that predated the story. Right? Irving's Headless Horseman takes its bones from these stories, but it is reshaped in the form from the New World, right? The figure becomes then a soldier, not a demon. You know, more of a trauma of recent wars than an old spirit. He's got this no head thing going on, and he's bound to this specific place.
Yeah.
Right, and it's hard to say if the old ones were really bound to a place or it's just because it seems like they're showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you have multiple figures like that. But I do think it's just this old fucking blood god at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, just making its way downtown.
I don't know. I'm just talking about like the actual like story of like the Headless Horseman and stuff now that we're just to like kind of lay that out there. It's this blend of like, you know, part war ghost, part imported pagan myth, and it's set within this like half wild lands, right?
Yeah.
Right. While Irving's tale is fictional, newspaper accounts from the 1800s through the early 1900s in the Hudson Valley reported multiple headless rider sightings. In 1821, the Albany Centennial mentioned a phantom horse and a man without a head seen near Sleepy Hollow Bridge. In 1864, the Kingston Daily Freeman published a farmer's testimony describing a rider in black that vanished at the crossroads. Even up to the 1920s, the locals spoke of a rider of the hollow who appeared on stormy nights, and his horse hooves sparked blue fire. Again, like this like blue fire that sparks at all, the amount of like fire in this shit, very fucking interesting. I don't know. I got a lot more stuff here.
Yeah.
I think we'll just cap it off there. Just like talking. I don't know. Any like closing thoughts on this stuff? I think we dug a lot deeper this time than the last episodes.
Yeah. It's, it's just like such similar stories all across the board. But all like slightly different depending on where they're at. There's something happening though.
There's something happening though.
Keep your eyes out for the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, blood for the blood god, I guess. It seems like this is some old thing that, especially on nights like this, on these Halloween nights when the veil's so thin.
Some kind of cursed thing.
You know, get your lime wash out there, do a circle over your windows, put all your wedding bands out on the fence, let me know where you live.
Put some milk out there.
You need some milk or a bucket of blood. Bucket of blood will turn a lot of stuff off.
That's going to confuse a lot of things. You might get like some flies or something.
You might. But it's interesting though. Even like, I love when the Christians come and they're like, this isn't real. But put that bucket of blood out there.
Let's like make sure. No.
Just to be safe about it.
That can't be real, but
we
got some magic for that.
Nail a coin above your door, as all good Christians do tonight.
Let's do some magic.
You know?
Some Christian magic.
If you hear there's calls in the woods, you know, the last thing you want to do is go toward it. It says that, you know, some of these cultures are literally saying to lay down and close your eyes so it stops.
Yeah, you don't ever want to respond to that.
Yeah. So yeah, just like completely turn off if you hear that kind of shit. Because we've done enough stories about like just getting called into the woods and then getting basically eaten by demons. Yeah, your soul getting ripped out of your shit.
Never seen.
Yeah.
Then you become one.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Then you're a headless horseman.
Sounds like you do. It sounds
Joining
like
the hunt.
You become part of the Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Yeah, if you ever hear your name getting called in the deep woods, don't join it. You know, that kind of stuff.
That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
if you're trying to go for it.
That's the other side of it. Is like maybe you want to figure it out.
If you want to join the hunt, it might be cool.
Bring out some weird fucking magic
Might be cool.
artifact and see if you can like entrap the thing. You know, maybe you're more powerful than it if you like have enough studied magics beneath you.
Yep.
Kind of like what we were kind of talking about with the demiurge shit earlier. It's and like earlier in different episodes, it's like really hard to tell if it's a saint or a warlock speaking because they use the exact same words a lot of times. Yeah. So with all magic,
well, that's the thing too. Is like they say that like the devil can appear as an angel of light. It's like, well, how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know? I mean, his last.
But that's discernment.
It's like Lucifer.
You gotta have discernment.
Lucifer Morningstar.
Yeah,
it's like he is kind of this like again, which I see as like a cleansing fire a lot of time when you break it down like that, and it's like Promethean flame of like not like forbidden knowledge, but only forbidden by like possibly this other thing that's more evil that just wants to entrap you. Really fucking hard to tell out there, guys. I hope everybody's staying safe on this Halloween night.
That's why you got to use discernment.
Discernment, yeah.
Because it's like you got to feel in your heart. Let your heart decide, because your mind's not going to ever be able to know.
I hope y'all are rolling nat 20s in discernment tonight.
Yeah. Follow your heart.
Remember, give out treats to dispel everything and watch out for tricks.
Follow your heart.
This has been the Headless Horseman Halloween / Dia de las Muertes special.
Is calling for you.
And there will be a part 2. Nice, Doss. Thank you.
Singing this one out.
And there will be a part 2, which is sort of unheard of for a Halloween special, but we'll just carry it right into the winds of November. Because I said, it seems like these
gales in November.
It seems that these howling cold winds have something to do with it too. So maybe it's good to just carry it through.
Oh yeah.
And if you're listening, it's gonna be my birthday soon, so, send gifts.
Send birthday gifts. Travis.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Please.
No, yeah, Doss. It's been a wonder getting back in the studio with you.
Yeah, it's been nice.
It's been great. You know, hope everybody enjoyed this thing.
Do it again soon.
Yeah, let's do it again real soon.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, and tell your friends about the show. Rate us wherever you can.
Yeah. 5 stars. 5 stars.
Check the Patreon, pumpkinhillradio.com.
The website. Get the merch on the website.
Good merch on the website. Send your emails to pumpkinhillradio@gmail.com.
On the website.
Happy Halloween.
On the website.